Judge Vonda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Hamiltons.
Thank you so much. You all may be seated. Ms. Hamilton, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to request a child support modification.
Oh my God.
Preferably an increase in child support
Okay.
from Mr. Hamilton.
All right. And what is the basis of your increase?
Well, he seems to never have time.
Whoa, we are barely 40 seconds in and the courtroom energy is already at DEFCON 1. You can tell Judge Vonda immediately spots the tension here. And notice something important. Before even getting into the child support issue, she's establishing control of the courtroom. In family court, attitude matters. Judges pay attention to behavior just as much as the paperwork.
Wait a minute, pause. What is all of this going on over here?
Can't believe she got me here.
You have somewhere else to be? Do you have something else to do?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good. Go ahead.
So as long as you're going to sit there, you're going to behave, okay? Okay, thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, it seems like he never has time for his kids, and
How many kids do you all have?
we have 2 kids, Your Honor.
Okay. Were you all ever married?
Never married.
Okay.
Did she just call this man a warmonger in open court? Listen, this is exactly where a lot of child support cases go sideways. Emotional frustration starts spilling into personal attacks, but legally, the court doesn't care about your dating life unless it directly affects the children. Judge Vonda is basically saying, save the relationship drama, bring me financial facts.
I don't have time for a whoremonger.
A who?
A whoremonger. He's a whoremonger.
Okay, you know what? We're not even here to address whether or not he's a whoremonger or not. We're here to talk about a modification in child support, right?
Yes, sure. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Your
so
Honor.
let's stay focused on what we're talking about. Continue.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just feel like...
Don't apologize. Just do what I asked you to do and continue.
Yes, ma'am. I just feel his ways, are interfering with his time that he's supposed to have with his kids. And I'm requesting an increase because...
So you're requesting an increase because
he doesn't have time. And if he doesn't have time, that means he has new clients. And new clients equals more money.
let me first of all, let me just say this. I'm getting ready to put some brakes or something on you because you are just really fidgety over here. Just be still. I'm going to come to you. You are going to have your opportunity to speak. Thank you. I didn't say be a mannequin. I just said be still. Okay? Now, ma'am, his clients, his women, you called him a whoremonger, all of that. That is not a legitimate basis for wanting a modification in child support. Let me help you a little bit.
And this right here is the key legal moment. The judge redirects the conversation from feelings to finances. Child support modifications usually require proof of a substantial change, like increased income, job changes, or shifts in custody. Now he's outside too much. The courtroom may sound chaotic, but the law is actually very formula driven.
Do you know that he's made more money or something?
Yes, I'm quite sure that he has made money. Maybe I should not get so personal.
Yes,
with Mr.
please
Hamilton
don't, because
here.
I don't have time, and quite
let
frankly,
me
that has
get
nothing to
it
do with
together.
me, and I do not care. We need to know about the money. So let's start again. You believe that he's made more money?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. What does he do for a living?
He's an accountant, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to move to him, okay? Now, sir, Mr. Can't Be Still, how much money do you make a year?
70.
$70,000, okay. And let me ask you this, why haven't you been spending any time with your kids?
I do spend time with my kids. I don't know what she's talking
Define
about.
how you spend time with your kids. What do you
Let's
do?
see, taking them to Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Cooking.
Okay, that's
taking them to the
parenting.
park.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Okay.
She's the one that's not spending time. She's spending time with her little midget friend Rufus.
Oh, okay. So both of you have other little friends and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, now that's her. She's always going to these
So,
little people
You know
clubs.
what? We're going to focus on the kids, not your adult extracurricular activities. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's keep it focused on the kids.
You
So
don't
you're
know
spending
nothing
time.
about
Y'all
me.
cook. Y'all do all those things
Mm-hmm.
together. Spend time. Okay, ma'am.
Did y'all catch that? The second one parent interrupts, the other one jumps in too. This is why family court hearings can feel less like legal proceedings and more like live reality TV. But Judge Vonda's handling it strategically. She keeps dragging the conversation back to the children instead of letting it become a battle over Rufus, side relationships, and petty accusations.
See?
Now you heard me. Excuse me. I'll fix that, okay? Now you heard me say something to him about speaking out of turn, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to put a muzzle on that mouth.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Sir, now, you make $70,000 a year now, correct?
Yes,
Correct?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just making sure your documents that you turned in are accurate and correct. I see 70,000, 2 kids. Okay, who covers health insurance?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
102.
102. Okay, so you're gonna keep that same health insurance, okay?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
drop the kids or anything because you're upset with her.
Rufus will be the one to drop it since he's so
You
little.
know what? Rufus is not in here. Is Rufus the father of either of these kids?
No.
If he is not, we're not going to sit up and talk about Rufus, and we're not going to talk about his clients, okay?
Yes.
Because quite frankly, I don't want to hear it. It has nothing to do with this unless Rufus is going to give you some extra money for these kids.
Too short.
Okay, you know, his height has nothing to do with his ability to make money, sir. Nothing. All right. So based on my calculations of the $70,000 a year, I have your gross at $5,800. Then I also, you say you all have 2 children.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you don't have any outside children or anything like that? Just 2 total.
No, she just got Rufus. We can add him on to that.
We're
too.
not adding.
And you know you have
Rufus.
outside
Rufus
kids. I don't know what you're setting over there lying for. You know you got 2 kids and
ma'am.
probably one on the way. Yes, Your
Do you
Honor.
hear me speaking?
Yes,
She
Your Honor.
look pregnant
Okay.
right now.
You
so
know
I don't
what? That's
I like your
now I
nerve
see why
on
you
shiny
guys
head
could
tail.
never be married. Excuse me, I think I'm talking. Last time I checked, this was my courtroom, right?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, so I don't need you all talking to each other because it's obvious why the 2 of you are not together. Okay? So I have your gross at $5,800, your net at $4,638.68, and you pay health insurance for the children. Excuse me. So you pay health insurance. How much is health insurance?
102.
102. Let me make sure I give you a credit for that. So with the credit,
Here comes the number everybody's been waiting for, $1,043.70 in child support. And notice how the judge explains the calculation step by step. That's important because a lot of people think child support amounts are random or emotionally decided. Nope. Courts usually use statutory formulas based on income, deductions, insurance costs, and number of children. The math, not the drama, wins in the
child support is $1,043.70. Sir, is there anything wrong? Did I say something wrong? Because you do understand that child support is based on a calculation based on the amount of money that you make, correct? That was a question I need you to answer out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is there any other, if there's nothing further, anybody have any more questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you just
This might be the most emotional part of the entire hearing. Mom isn't really asking for money anymore. She's asking for involvement. And that happens more often than people realize in family court. Sometimes child support cases are really about frustration, hurt, and wanting the other parent to show up emotionally. But legally, Judge Vonda draws a hard line. Child support court handles money. Custody court handles parenting time.
make him see his kids more instead of just putting them on the back burner? Yes.
Well, I can't necessarily make him do that. I can't order him to do that because this is not custody court, okay? I will
She's not
encourage
even
you,
there
sir.
when I have the kids.
Okay, sir. What were you saying?
She's not there when I have the kids, so she don't know what I'm doing. And
And
I'm
I
not
agree
coming
with
to her
that.
dirty house.
You know what? We're not talking about the cleanliness of her house. I agree with that. You don't necessarily know what he is doing with the kids, but sir, I encourage you, not saying that you don't, I do encourage you to spend some time with your children, okay?
I can show you pictures on my phone right now, videos. She don't know.
Right, because
She
she's
just
worried
I
about
told-
Rufus, right?
Exactly.
The kids tell
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Well,
I know what they tell me.
Well, you know what?
Man,
Whatever, you know
she
what?
making
These are
up
children.
stuff.
So you have to know that children are not always very honest, okay? So
They
if
want to
there's
be with
nothing
me.
for-
That's what the problem is.
Well, you know what? If they want to be with you, then y'all can come in here at a different time and modify that. But you're not going to do it in here. You're going to do it in custody court. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Where Rufus at now? He ain't here to help me.
Look, you mind your business. You don't worry about Rufus.
Whatever.
Ain't no Rufus.